How's it going, everyone? Wolf here. Here with some Astroneer. So let's get into this.
Welcome to Astroneer. Did you like that intro? I might keep it up. I don't know. Let's try something new. Anyways, let's get into this. Right, if you don't know what Astroneer is, it's basically a resource collecting explore 'em up game. And one of the big things about the game, you take your little gun here, you can just dig anywhere. It's amazing. You can like refill that area in too, so you can build as much as you want, but you need a certain item. Anyways, let's start off. Landing pad. If you examine it, deploy startup package. You can use that as many times as you like, but it'll get rid of all these things. Anyways, oxygenator. This thing is useful. It gives energy to the tethers. We'll get into that in a second. This one, starting medium printer. It's a medium printer. That's also useful. And starting platform. This is basically where everything goes. Well, platforms. Platforms is where everything goes. This is just the starting one. Alright. Let's hook you up. I love that sound. Everything's kind of like toy-like here, and I kind of like it. You play with your big old toys. Alright. So make another platform. We need more resin. Right. There's lots of things to this game. You've got research. We'll get into that. But let's just start up with the basics. See this? This macaroni-looking stuff? This is resin. You collect enough of it, and it pops out and becomes resin. You have a very limited amount of space. We have like 13 slots, I think, in total. Yeah, let's just collect a whole bunch of this. You hear that little ding? That's a new resin being made. Now you do have some resources to keep in mind. You do have an oxygen meter, and you do have a power meter. So that little blue bar on the top, that blue and black bar, that's my oxygen. Blue means I have oxygen, black means it's running out. That big yellow strip running down the middle, that is my energy. It goes down if I use my energy. Mind you, it doesn't go down because I'm using a base gun right now. It disappears when you use like tools or like attachments on your gun. But as of right now, it's all just gonna be the same. You will eventually get like new attachments for this thing. Right, I've got a ton of resin, so let's actually go use it. But the first thing I want to make is another platform. Now, this thing is going kind of slow, isn't it? The speed in which things are made is depending on how much power you're providing. Now, this thing provides power on its own. The shelter provides power on its own. It's not a lot, but we can make more things. That's not the right one. This is the right one. You've got this whole crafting thing down here. This is like your own backpack crafting. You can craft small things in it. You can make oxygen filters from resin. You can make tethers from compound. We will need some of those. Small canister. That is something I want to make right away. Now this lets you, Ooh, I made a second one. Ah, well, we can always use two, I guess. This lets you, collect soil and then build up with it. Now, if you press X while you're in this menu, you have your, okay, I gotta stop pressing A. You gotta press the right trigger. You can put this on your gun, or you can just leave it in your backpack, it doesn't matter. And it'll, collect soil. And eventually, you'll be able to build stuff with that. Now, keep in mind, if you keep this stuff on here, you're losing out on a inventory slot. So, yeah. Well, I'm just gonna dump this here. And we can keep 2. We got plenty of room. Alright. What else do we have? A small generator. That needs compound, but that takes that basically provides power. Beacons. That's pretty useful. Work light. We don't have enough for anything for that. Compound. And then we're at the beginning. Alright, we gotta go find some compound. Compound and resin are both, oh, it's done. Compound and resin are both, very common, ingredients. Or components. This platform's a little bit bigger. So that's good. Alright. We gotta make more things. We need to make a research chamber. We'll get into why in a bit. A large printer will be nice. A large platform. And that's pretty much it. Alright, let's go explore some more. We got more resin. We've got plenty of resin. In fact, let's just pop some of these down right here. On there. Yeah. Those can go on there for right now. They'll be taking up the space. And leaving us with more space. Just leave some stuff. Right. Compound. Now you can go around and see all these plants. You can go just vacuum them up. You get organic. Organic will be useful. Ooh. And you can also find these older that's actually useful. You can find older like civilizations, I guess, or older equipment from like past people that were here. If we are even people. We could be aliens. I don't know. Anyways, I am using the PlayStation exclusive skin. There's lots of different skins. I can change it whenever I want. Yeah, right here. We got Exo. Bubble. Hold on, get a better view. Exo. Bubble. Light. Bio. Actually, you don't even have to select it to see. I like the bio preferably, but we're gonna stick with the controller. And you got, there's tons of customization, but you don't really get like to choose your palette, so you don't really get to mix and match. You got secret ones. That's a event exclusive. That's nice. You got hats. They're lovely. I'm using the anniversary one. 1 year of Astroneer on the PlayStation. And then you've got masks. I haven't unlocked anything because I haven't really done the event yet. It's currently ongoing. We might do that on here. That is, if make it there. Anyways, we gotta go find some compound. Compound look like Dippin' Dots. We will go find it. Research item. That will be useful in a bit. Oh, power cells. Power cells are basically temporary power. I will go plop those onto my shelter. And now everything's connected. You see this little things? Those are power plugs. Everything is connected, which means everything feeds off each other. Power feeds off power, and energy feeds off of, energy feeds off of power. Yeah. The oxygenator feeds off of everything else. I do believe it goes into a chain. You see these little bars on the power plugs? Those indicate how much power is available to those. If something's taking up too much power, the rest of the things won't get that power. But yeah, I'm getting unlucky. Where is all of the thingy? Compound. Wait, is that compound? That's compound. It's very dangerous to be walking around without any tethers, but yeah. Compound. This is perhaps the most useful. The most basic, but most useful of the things. Now, resin can make, like, temporary, oxygen. But this makes temporary, oh no, this makes permanent lines of oxygen. Let's just go craft a whole bunch of this. Is that it? Yeah, alright. One too many. But I can carry it with me. Alright. Keep track of your shelter because I am almost out of oxygen. And soon you'll start suffocating. You can die, and the punishment for dying is losing everything that you have. However, you can go back and collect it. I'm almost there, I'm almost there, I'm almost there, I'm almost there. You're gonna have a lot of those. Right. You lose everything when you die. However, you can just pick it back up. Alright. Thing back on me. Those two. So it's not a huge punishment. Unfortunately, that body kind of like stays there. It's a shame. Right. We've got all this. Let's actually use it. Right. As I was saying, with my canisters, they are actually filling up. This one is currently full. Let me just pop that one down. And this one is partly full. Now, you can press R1 or L1, and it'll change the shape of your icon. This one means it will flatten out the area. This one means it actually digs up. So that's useful. However, it takes up soil, so keep that in mind. But do keep in mind, if you use a flattening tool, it won't necessarily take or use soil unless it's actually building something. So you can get soil from it, and that flattening tool isn't perfect. Like, you end up with these floating bits, which are a bit of a pain to try and aim at. But yeah, it's all useful. Just keep in mind that things won't be exact. Alright, let's make a research chamber. I'm gonna make a couple tethers. Now, you make tethers and you get a whole bunch of them, which is like, it looks like 11. It's a strange number. Make 2 bunches of them. Tethers, you see this little blue and yellow line coming at me? Oh yeah, crafting things in your backpack does take up energy. Keep that in mind. You see this yellow or blue line coming at me? That is my strip to the shelter, which gives me oxygen. However, if I place down tether by pressing down on the D-pad or going into the inventory and placing it down, it extends that line, so I could just keep going. And they will restack if you try to put them back in, which is absolutely wonderful. Right. These power cells are being used up, but they are providing me bonus speed, and we get ourselves a research chamber. Research chamber is used to, well, research. But instead of researching items, you actually research things to get points, and which to get items. So yeah, let's go pick up that research over here. These things are just everywhere. However, on at the beginning of the game, they're pretty small and not worth a whole lot. However, it doesn't mean that you can't do it. Now, you see these bars? These indicate how much research you're gonna be getting from time. That small little number is how much you will get in total. The small bar right here means that it's a low production of research at the beginning, but then it'll increase drastically. Now, power does also increase how much or how long it will take. This will take 5 minutes and 30 seconds, and I'm getting 23 bytes a minute. Bytes are used to research things, which lets you build more crafting things. Now, it's going to take a while for those things to be built, but it's all good. Large printer, to get that started. Now, this is eating away at the that, so we're only getting 5.7 bytes a second. All our power cells are gone, so we gotta work on energy. We can do that, but we can do a temporary solution to that by making a small generator. Make a small generator. This eats up more power, but you can make at least like 4 things. Now that eats up organic. That's like plant stuff we were sucking up. This will automatically feed off of organic. However, the generator just casually just keeps going. There's no way to like stop it from eating organic unless you purposely stop it. But once you Once you start it, you gotta make sure that you keep an eye on it every so often, so you're not just eating away at all your organic. Organic is also useful in other things, but we'll get to that in a second. Ooh, that's not what I want. I need to make another platform, but this is currently making a large printer. So daddy doody. Right, we want to make a small printer too. You want at least one of each printer. You've got your backpack printer, you've got your small printer, you got medium printer, and you got your large printer. Now, good thing about the small stuff, like small printer and a small generator, is they don't actually have to take up a slot. They can just go anywhere and just do whatever they like. Other printers don't need to do that. Now you need to make one of each printer because every printer has their own thing that they make. Let's turn that around because I like that to be facing the other way. They each need their own thing to be working on. But they all work on their own thing. This one makes medium storage, which is useful for platforms, bigger platforms. Which I might swap this starting platform out. It basically lets you hold many things on that one thing. Right. This power is going a little bit faster. Not a whole lot. Soon we're going to be getting a lot more bytes. How many do we have right now? 34. It's not a whole lot to really do much of anything. Yeah, we need at least 1,000. Oh, large printer's done. Unpack it. Move it. Put it in a pocket. We need another large platform because this printer is useless without a large platform. Now we won't be getting a whole lot of use from our large printer right away. That is going to require much bigger stuff. It's a whole process. You start out small, you get more things, then you grow bigger, but then you have to get more things to go bigger, and so on and so forth. Anyways, while all that is going, let's go collect some more things. I need more everything. Let's start off with the resin. Ooh, and small scannable stuff. You can scan this stuff, or you can pick it up and keep it in your inventory, and then scan it at your research thing. Or you could try to dig it up, and hopefully you'll find a like a bigger research thing. That was unlucky there, so it didn't have a research thing, which is unfortunate. Okay. You do have to be careful. There is fall damage. Gravity will apply into it. So, light gravity, there will be less chance of fall damage. Heavy gravity, yeah, fall damage. Now you do have a sliding thing. Let's see if I can find a good slope to, no. There is a sliding mechanic. If you're falling fast and you hit a slope, you can survive it. Just pick that one back up. That resin seems to be pretty much done. Right, any more goodies? Any more good goods? Good goods? Compound. That's a good. Now, do keep in mind that you would like to keep some, like, your inventory crafting on something that you currently have, because that takes up a slot on its own. That's its own separate slot, so it's not taking up inventory space. So it's a very handy trick. Let's get tether over here. Rather not die while I'm doing this. There we go. So yeah. This game does have an end. And I will be ending the series when we hit the end. My god. I have been waiting for this game to come out on PlayStation for a long time. And when it did, I pre-ordered that. First chance I got. Mind you, the pre-order bonus was a theme for the PlayStation, which I'm not too mad about. Well, I'm not mad about it at all. It's not bad. I really like the theme. The price for the pre-order wasn't a whole lot. I think it was only like 20, 30 bucks maybe. But yeah. I played this thing first chance I got. Unfortunately, there was a bug that would cause saves to be lost, data corruption, all that. Let's move that so it's a little cleaner. But then that fix has been made. So yeah, it's all good. It's all dandy. Right. This research is still going. You could make another research thing, but again, I am very limited on how much space I got, or how much power I got. Now this thing won't automatically research things, which is a shame. Alright, let's go and put this over here. We will eventually get bigger platforms, which will allow you to hold more stuff. It's all useful and dandy. Shelter, we don't have any of that kind of stuff, and that's the only thing we can make. But yeah, that's all good. Make another platform. Eat away at our energy. Make one of these. There we go. Now that because this thing is on, it'll, as soon as I put organic in here, it will start eating away at it right away. I think there's a third slot on this thing somewhere. No, I'm wrong. Except for the oxygenator. That is technically 2 slots, but I keep it on there. It's oxygen. But yeah. Astroneer. I love it. Might even try to get like other people into here. It does have multiplayer. I haven't really given it a try. Oh, that's a lot of organic. Yeah, you will find how quickly sometimes you can get stuff. But yeah, there's a whole lot to this game. I do highly recommend you looking at, checking out for yourself. Even not from me. If you're still unsure about like picking up this game yourself, then yeah, check out other videos, check out trailers. They had fun with their trailers. I can definitely tell they had fun with their trailers. But yeah, one thing I'm not too crazy about is the saving mechanic. Sometimes the game will stutter heavily, and in order to do that, you have to completely exit the game. But in order to save, or not completely exit the game, but like exit the save file, exit the game you're currently playing by like saving and then going back to the main menu. Now, in order to save, you've got to either do one of two things. You've got to go into your menu, go all the way over here, and then save and quit, which isn't bad. Or, in this case, there's an autosave, which is entering a shelter or a vehicle. I am not too crazy about that one. Now, I feel like they could have done that in a better way. Let's pop another one on there. This research will be done soon. Look at that. Got so many bites, but not enough for anything. These things will change. Yeah, right there. Medium platform B. Yeah, we've currently got medium platform A, medium platform B, medium platform C. Let's make medium platform B? Yeah. No. Yes. Yes. Medium platform B. Which is more like these small ones. Oh, no. My bad. Alright. Let's put that on there. Get 60 bytes from it. Medium platforms are made at the small printer. So that's medium platform A, which is just a small 2x2 thing. Medium platform B has a little bit more space, but kind of like the the starting platform. Probably a little bit of a waste, but you know what? It works. It's fine. It's all good. Right. I do want to make some small storage or medium storage, and we gotta pick up some more resin. So I want to make a couple of these. That's all the resin that was there. Yeah. When you hover over things, you see a little icon, and that kind of tells you what's underneath the ground. So if you you finish up like a hole or a ravine of like a ore or something like that, and you still think there might be a little bit more, just hover around and or dig around and hover around, and you'll see that there's a little bit more around. Yeah. Now the problem is, you do get like pretty deep, and you eventually lose out on range, and you have to get go down to get some. So you gotta be very careful not to trap yourself in, because if you don't have a canister, you can't build back up. So you're limited to digging through a wall, and sometimes you can hit a cavern and you won't be able to dig through a wall through that. Right. That's enough for that for now. Ooh. Okay. I want to make some of these medium platforms. There we go. Right. I'm gonna move. Ooh. Not that. You get back over there. You are currently powering everything. I'm gonna move this starting medium printer over here. Now it doesn't matter which way it goes. It will always find a way to craft its way or reach over. I'm gonna move this small printer over here and move this medium storage over here and build it up. Now you can extend this thing. If you don't like this upright thing, you can have it face down. Now, if you put things on here, that is just straight up storage. But it also like feeds into these printers. So right now it's feeding into my backpack. Make one of those. But yeah, like right now, this thing will be saying I can make with whatever things I'm currently holding. If I put all these things onto here, it'll straight up go into the crafting, and that's a quicker way of just like, well, crafting, I guess. Just leave stuff here. You can also leave it on the ground, I guess. It's a little boring, but you know, you can do that. Have that going. Oh, research is done. Alright, turn that off because it's currently not using anything. I can also move this generator if I want. No, I might do that. I move it over here. Right over here. Now this generator can also be used on your backpack if you just need that little bit extra of energy. Move that over here. And this will also take up some space. So yeah. Let's get this one over here. Extend that. How are my canisters doing? They're both full. That is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Those canisters will also be useful in a bit. But yeah. Did I already check you out? I think I already checked you out. These ship wreckage always have at least one useful thing on them. Or at least one working thing. Yeah, I've already checked you out. I've got the power cell from that. This is a ton of resin. I am definitely going to pick this up with compound right behind it. So yeah. Beginning of the game, you're just going to get a whole bunch of compound and resin. You will eventually want to go down, because that is where like all the better stuff is. Alright. No, I got space for one more. I got a compound on my gun too. Gotta keep track of that. Alright, I'm kinda lucky with the research. Usually there's a whole bunch of research around. Alright. We do have a forest right next to us. That's useful. There's usually lots of research stuff in there. Yeah, just plop all these on the floor. There we go. Okay, I will take a extra compound. Or tethers. That's a printer. Tethers. Now it doesn't matter where you hook up these tethers. They all connect as long as you have an oxygenator. Oh, research right here. Wonderful. You can sprint a little bit, but it's not very fast. You can carry things and walk around, but you also slow down heavily. 10 minutes for 400 whatever. Oh, that's because power. Now, because it has power, it's gonna be a little bit faster. Yeah, 5 minutes. Wonderful. Alright. You know what? I think that's what I'm gonna call it. A lot of explaining. My throat hurts. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.